What is popping? This is week 3, and hopefully the mic will go. I'm not gonna scream and yell to start the video. They're gonna be normal. We're facing Gamer Not Found. He's a replacement coach. He just came in. This is the team he wanted. He's not facing me with the previous team. I do believe, yeah. Even though I think after, he's since made some transactions. But he has Chen Pao, but we have Primarina, as well as Heatran, and the baby Chen Pao, Weavile, the original Chen Pao, should I say. But his biggest threat is freaking Diggersby. Like, even like discounting Terra, like, okay, my Ghost type is weak to ground, my Steel type is obviously weak to ground, my Flying type, Flygon, is like pretty weak, and this thing gets Ice Punch as well. I have to like rely on him, either like, I mean, even if he's pads and not banned, like, he's still pretty scary because this thing does get like Swords Dance, and like, I mean, he could probably run Facade if he gets paired, so it's one of those things where it's like I have to like put it in a box. I have to come at it from different angles because it's not fast, right? So hopefully the bulk on it is not an issue, even though with Scarf it can get over my whole team. But like, Scarf inherently puts itself in a box. So at that point we gotta try and play around. One thing that I did to attempt to counter that is Terra Ghost Virizion. We're gonna resist ground with our grass typing, and then also be immune to the normal. So that's a good way to play around it. Now, that's also why I have Toxic Synthesis on this. It is, yeah, I mean, this is a cool set, cool spread. Vacuum Wave there for the Chen Pao, which is just awesome. And TB Ghost, going back for, you know, maybe an Unterrad Latios, mostly for Dirge and Screamtail, stuff like that. Like, just in general, really good. Vacuum Wave isn't anything but for Chen Pao, but Chen Pao's really scary into us, and that's a really awesome security blanket to have. I even EV'd it to take on what was the realistic bulk for it to have, and we have, like, you know, Life Orb as well, so it's gonna go down. We're not worried. And yeah, so Toxic Synthesis on what this otherwise appears to be a pretty defense, or a pretty offensive set for just the speed and the attack. But like, look, we have like all our HP stuff. This is what I love. I love fast and bulky Pokemon because they can do stuff like this. They can do both, you know, just pure Toxic Saw as well as, you know, just hit. Life Orb Synthesis or Life Orb Heal is like one of my like favorite like things to get to run, so that's cool. We've got a Choppleberry on Heatran for Aura Sphere Latios, as well as Sacred Sword Chen Pao, as well as Close Combat Mega Scizor, and as well as Ogie Dogie. So there's a whole bunch of reasons to bring that. Rocks or Power, Flamethrower over Lava Plume, just for the fact that we want to not like accidentally Lava Plume burn Pukamuku. That would be really hard to beat, actually, if we did that. We want to Toxic that thing, we need to. Same thing with Screamtail. And the damage doesn't really matter, like Mega Scizor or Chen Pao or anything, I don't think. Maybe it does a little bit. But like Magma Storm sucks ass. I don't know if I'll ever bring that this season. We have no attacks on Mega Autono because there's really nothing that he would have that has taunt. Toxic, you know, can beat things by itself. That's why I love it so much. You just sit on a Toxic, which protects. T-Wave, really good into a whole bunch of stuff that he has. As if like Diggersby like Terra's, it looks even better. Primarina has Protect for lefties, and I mean obviously Protect always helps with scouting choice lock stuff, but which it could be big for Diggersby also. But I'm trying to remember exactly what it was that helps out with lefties, because I have a whole ton of defense on it, I think, or maybe not, but I have enough defense for sure. Like that Chen Pao's not really a threat. Same thing for Latias. Like these are two Pokemon that Primarina helps out against big time, as well as Dirge. You know, so I'm not exactly positive what the Protect for lefties is for, but like it's cool anyway. And random Toxic on that as well for Toxic users. Typically don't really run more than that. I just farted. I don't know if you heard it, but enjoy. We got our we have a Chillon Berry on our Zapdos. Now obviously he can run Ice Punch, but like, you know, jeez, I just gotta try what I can. I think we got enough speed to get over, because we're timid. Yeah, we totally get over like what Diggersby is, and hopefully we hit it with Hurricane. AMBIPOM will have enough speed for Diggersby as well. Has Fire Punch for the what's it called? The Mega Scizor. Taunt for Pyukumuku, as well as a Scream Tail, a Throat Chop for this guy as well. Yeah, Taunt and Throat Chop. If I get an incorrect sequence, Dirge can't touch me. So that's cool. Okay, let's get into the battle. No Diggersby. Okay, yay. Come on, man. Can you not identify what a threat that is? Like, what was the reason to not bring Diggersby? I didn't have anything for Diggersby. I had to get really creative. Yeah. Alright, well, fine, whatever. AMBIPOM outspeeds everything except for Chen Pao, which he won't lead. Unlikely. I've never seen, I'm sure I've seen only Chen Pao, but like, it typically is a Mon in the back that, like, you know, tries to Swords Dance and a reverse sweep. Or, you know, is banded. But anyway, you know, he has pivoting to deal with it. This thing gets Volt Switch, right? Not positive. He sent me the team, but I forgot to, before I started recording, bring it up. Whatever. AMBIPOM's faster than everything. We lead AMBIPOM. Okay. Now, if this thing is Scarf, it's worth finding out. Like, we can... AMBIPOM's really good for just getting damage, but, like, I'm pretty sure we can live without it if he wants to, like, be Scarf and then, like, you know, just go ahead and let me bring in, like, Prim for free and, like, I can reposition and get out of it if he is indeed Scarf and kills me. Okay. Yeah, maybe he was, like, you know, just, you know, Scarf, a nice Scarf, pivot is always a decent start to the battle, but we decided to stay in, and we decided to smack Scream Tail in the face. Ouch. AMBIPOM is an incredible Pokemon. So fast, and look at the damage. Just awesome. Wow, that is his wall. He's total wall breaker. And when I hear, like, wall breaker, I'm like, that's my least favorite kind of Pokemon. But not only is AMBIPOM pivot, it's a fast pivot, more than it is a wall breaker in my mind. But it's also so super fast. Wall breakers are like typically, when I think of them, they're like mons are like Ursaluna and stuff. And it's like, I actually kind of don't mind Ursaluna, but like, it's only because like it's neat, I guess. Like, you know, the fact that like it has the guts just makes it super crazy. And also it being a ground type makes it healthy with regards to that. Like, I don't like, I'm trying to think of, like, I don't know, like Volcanion or something. Like, Volcanion seems like a cool Pokemon, but like I prefer to run like Scarf on it because it's just gonna like get 2-hit if I run anything besides that, or maybe I mean I would run Boots on it depending on like the meta game, but or like AV also, but like I'd prefer to run Scarf, and then at that point I'm not, you know, actually hitting hard numbers, right? Whatever. Maybe that way of thinking is like outdated for me. Like when like, because I used to like super prefer just like Scarf to, you know, ban or anything. But whatever. I'm getting off on a tangent. Especially because I fucked up my EVs. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna give myself credit and say that is rare for me. But that's really annoying. That like definitely does not help us because we don't outspeed anything now. Yeah, well, he definitely did neutralize a big threat, but we'll take Screamtail as a trade. We will take that as a trade. He does gunk, and it does a ton, but he doesn't roll poison. That really did a lot. I'm glad he switched out. We are just gonna Volts. I mean, we could have like roosted, but like I kind of thought he would like continue to like sit there. So I wanted to prefer to Volt switch out, and I do believe we outspeed Okie Dokie. And at this point I say, if AMBIPOM's doing anything, it's coming in and attacking this. Because I don't think it, you know, can do anything against anything else that's in the game. And we break through, and we connect. 85 accuracy. Sorry, I hate getting fortunate in this game sometimes, because that just, you know, I really didn't prep heavily enough for Electabuzz. I have Earth Power on Heatran. Amon that is probably slower. Like, yeah, I don't really have any speed on this. Not enough for Electabuzz, surely. I guess I have a Chople. And I have, like, you know, Toxic on everything, so I guess it wouldn't have been that hard to get around it, but, like, sheesh, like, what a blessing. That's crazy. But I don't want it to feel like I need that. I'm sorry that happened. But at any rate, you know, I guess Electabuzz was kind of weakened, right? Like, oh, sorry, we're going back here. I hate going back. It wasn't weakened. He just is not, like, I don't think he's a Violite. Crit probably didn't matter. I mean, like, it could have. It's just, you know, also we get the opportunity for the 5th hit. Oh well, you know, I mean, you have to take those. You have to take those. And at that point, yeah, we just go down, because even, yeah, everything can one-hit us pretty much. Maybe not Latios, but, like, I don't want to, you know, really, like, bother, I guess. Maybe I could have gone Zapdos. Or maybe, you know, honestly, I kind of was like, I wanted to confirm he was CC by staying in there and trying to Fire Punch. Or maybe it was just a bad play. Maybe I was feeling bad. But yeah, okay. Blah, blah. Oh, sorry, I'm back again. Okay, here we go. I know I have the Chople, and I might outspeed. I do have a lot of speed, and I go ahead and, yeah, predict him. He's not going to stay in on the Heatran. And he's gonna get Toxic on the Latios. Okay. We go there on the fighting move. Works out. Now even better than that. So now we can totally roost up. Kind of wanted to roost up there. And when I watch back this replay, I'm like, I should have roosted up. This thing is violent. I mean, I guess here. Actually, you know what? Here's my thought process. Mega Scizor is weak as fuck. It probably is not going to bring Rock Tomb. I outspeed it anyway. I find it unlikely that, even though Zapdos is pretty valuable with Okidogi around, actually it's very valuable with Okidogi around, I'm gonna, Volt Switch out anyway because of Scizor. And here, I'm gonna bait the fighting move to get the para, but I forgot about Toxic Chain. At any rate, now I do get my Roost off, and we're good. I'm not concerned. The all-time mid-ground, Audino coming out, him using his weak, unboosted physical Earthquake, or uninvested physical Earthquake, because he's definitely Draco, right? So, alright, and then pretty easy double. Once again, and that time I get a little cheap and I just, settle for Flamethrower chip when I could have gone like Prim or something. Back into Audino, and yes. Guess what? We're expertly EV'd to take a Specs Draco from Latios, and that is looking like, considering it's Terra Dragon, I don't think that makes it. It's not the same multiplier as Specs, because it's ×2 rather than ×1.5 on the stab. But maybe he's Modest. Yes, kitty cat. Modest Scarf maybe. But at any rate, we'll take another one. And if we really want, we can Mega. But we simply wish. Bring out Zap. Easy as pie. Volt Switch. We get to show off our random Protect Heat. And that pays off because he had Energy Ball too. We're looking quite comfortable here. SD, just show that we're faster. Finish that. Not gonna take it out. And finally we get the Chople proc. Very nice. And here, I'm going to stay in because I simply do not want him, SDing up or anything as I try to go Prim. Obviously, it won't matter, but, maybe, after that point, a crit or something. Just basically, I stay in to deny him doing anything funky. Force him to, just attack me. And then afterwards I can go into my Virizion. Burn really doesn't matter. I had other people watch the game going, wow, a burn! Now, Chin-Pao is... I don't want to say it's overrated. I used it before. And I had a hard time getting it to work. I don't super love mons that are just... they just come in and they attack pretty much, even if they set up. It's just they're unwieldy. I like pivots more than anything. I like weird stat spread Pokemon like Virizion, and I like super fat Pokemon. That's what I like. If I have fast Pokemon, I want them to pivot. Even Weavile has Baton Pass. I probably would have drafted it anyway because I was really looking for Pursuit. It's not, I think, going to bring Baton Pass every week on it or anything. But yeah, I found Chin-Pao difficult to make work when I had it. It's good if you can pivot into it and stuff. And this guy just didn't use it enough, really. So that's another thing. But because I might have had to sack something eventually if he was just applying pressure to Primarina. Did I flip turn? No. But at any rate, we always had the security blanket, and I just knew, just keep Virizion alive, As long as Chen Pao's alive, then you're good. And indeed I was. So GG. And yeah, on to the next one.